I think there's a great benefit for small businesses in terms of marketing using social media. In fact, I would argue perhaps that the smaller the business, the greater the advantage. When you're working as a large brand, you have access to large marketing budgets, big broadcast channels, and huge marketing teams. And that tends to mean that the big traditional media channels work very well for you. When the smaller you get, the more likely you are to find that actually the person who's doing the marketing has some direct involvement with the product or service that's being offered. And that really is what audiences respond to best online. So some of the best examples I've seen for using social media have been from small retail operations, small software businesses, where the MD or CEO of the company is actually online, and I get a real sense of who the company is, what drives them, and what makes them work. So the areas to focus on, I think as a small business there will be fewer people talking about you. Monitoring is very cheap, or if not free, to set up. I mean, you're looking at the very basic level at something like Google Alerts, and at a more complex level at setting up a few RSS feeds to sort of keep an eye on who's talking about you on Twitter, and on the blogs. You're not really looking too many places. So your ability to respond to that is much greater than, say, for example, Coca-Cola's, who are mentioned in a huge portion, a significant portion of people's day-to-day conversations. The number, if you did a search on Twitter right now for people talking about Coca-Cola, you'd find that there's people there sitting there, on their veranda, talking, drinking a Coke. There's somebody is desperate for a Diet Coke or whatever it is. These are not real attempts to involve themselves or talk about the brand. This is just Coca-Cola is so prevalent that it brands our conversations. If you're a small company and somebody mentions your business online, then they are probably either a customer or a prospect or a competitor, and it deserves addressing. So I would still say the important thing to do is listen. You don't need to spend money on this. Just a little bit of learning the ropes on Google and blog searches will get you an awful lot of the way. I think a blog is a great tool for small businesses. It exposes what people are doing, what they're thinking, the pressures. It makes people feel human, and it makes people, customers feel involved with what you're doing. I think look at how bands work. A lot of what I've seen working online in the past few years has been led by people who have a small band that they're trying to, and they're trying to make it, a music band. What they do is they start off by putting a page up somewhere, generally sort of MySpace, with a blog, keeping growing a group of loyal fans who actively are interested in them, and talking mainly to them. That works for small businesses as well. The idea of actually tying CRM into your social media and using social media as your CRM is amazingly powerful.